Hey everyone, Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. How are you doing on this Wednesday? It sure is nice to see the sun outside, and I am excited because I have some fabulous new things to share with you. We just got in the brand new Memory Box and Poppystamps release. Lots of great things for Valentine's Day, although I love that most of it can be used for other occasions as well, so you don't have to limit yourself to just Valentine's Day. Most everything we got in was new. We did get in two items from a previous release that we had sold out of. I'll share those with you first. First of all, we got the stained glass snowflake window. Here you can see this pretty sample that we made with the glitter papers. It does say it's a snowflake, but I really think that this could be used pretty much all year round. It is just an absolutely gorgeous die. Lots of different things you could do with it. Don't have to use it with the glitter paper. The other thing that we got in is the very popular grosgrain ribbon die. It doesn't look like much here on the package, but that is what we used on this card. That is not ribbon. That is paper. That's some of our glitter paper that's been cut out with that grosgrain ribbon die. So now you can make ribbon to match whatever color you need on your project. So like I said, that one has been really popular and it will probably go fast again. All right, let's get into the brand new things. Like I said, a lot of things that are perfect for Valentine's Day, but even beyond, starting to get into a little bit of springy things. So let's jump right in. The first thing that I have to show you is this Scribble Rose Trio die. I like this one. It is similar to some Scribble Roses that they had previously, but this all comes as a single piece, and in addition to having the outline, it actually also includes that background piece there, so you can use it with or without that background piece. So love, love, love that one. This is the newest entry in their label dies. They had some of these in the last couple of releases, and this one is called the Antique Heart Label. You can see it has the label there in the middle with the hearts coming out from it. And there is a new big and little sentiment set that will work with this one, but also with some of the others of their label dies you might have. This is the big and little Valentines. You can see it has the stamp for the label, and then it has some of the big sentiments which fit perfectly in the label, and then it has the little sentiments that you can use to build that out. And of course, you don't have to use it with the label dies. You can use it with whatever you want. Hey there, Miss Linda. Let me jump up here and show you this really quickly. I am so happy that Memory Box is back with some stencils. It's been a while since they had any new stencils, and this one is really fun. It's called Drifting Hearts. Has all the different sizes of hearts just kind of randomly on the background, so lots of fun things you can do with that one. Lots of hearts in this, as I mentioned. It's great for Valentine's Day, but for a lot of other occasions as well. This one is really fun. It is the honeycomb heart. You can see you have the heart that it cuts out of the center and then with kind of the honeycomb pattern. And in addition to getting this whole thing, you also do get that heart that you cut out of the center to be used on here like they did on this one where they popped it up, or you can even use it on something else if you want to. I also like how they took some of the inside hexagons and popped those up on there. That gives it a really fun look as well. This next one is one of my favorites, and I think that I've kind of got them mixed up. This one is the Double Stitch Loving Heart Cutout, and this is really great. Lots of uses for this. The first thing that you'll notice is it does the double row of stitching, and that is going to be on the outside of the heart cutout, so that gives you a nice frame to put around something. But then you also get all of the solid hearts that come out. They do not have stitching on them, but they can be used for lots of things, and in fact they have a number of dies that I'm going to show you that you could use that with. Here is an example of what that double stitching outline does. So you can see there it cuts out the heart frame, and then it does that double row of stitching. And I like that the two rows are not perfectly lined up all the way around. Some places they are, but some places they're not, and really gives it an interesting look. This next die is one that you could use with the Loving Hearts die if you want. It is called the Leafy Heart, and I think this one would be really pretty. This actually in here is an embossing folder, but you could create kind of the same look with this die by die cutting it out of the same paper as your background and gluing it on. That's something we do sometimes, is to make your die cut and your background be the same color out of the same paper, and it makes it look like it's embossed rather than die cut. So you certainly could do that with this die here. This one here is very pretty. It's called the Verdant Leaf Loving Heart, and again it does work with some of the solid hearts that come with the double stitched Loving Heart die, and I love how it has these leaves here that are open, and there is actually a separate die that is the Verdant Leaf, and those actually match up with that, so you could layer those behind there if you wanted to, on top of it, or I'm going to even show you a sample that I really like where they offset it a little bit. Let's jump up here and let me show you this one. Might be one of my favorite things in this release. It is the Pinpoint Leaf Plate, and what this one does is this does all these beautiful leaves with a little pinpoint design and just creates a really amazing background. Here is a sample that you can see what it does. So it's not actually cutting anything out, it's just creating that design on your background. And you can see they've paired that here with the Hugs Loving Heart on top of it, and I'm pretty sure they've used one of the solid hearts from the double stitched Loving Heart that I showed you earlier. A couple more things that work with that double stitched Loving Heart is this one here, the Berry Branch. This is similar to some of the dies, the frame dies that they had in their holiday release. Of course, they weren't hearts, but they had the branches coming down, and those were a real favorite, and this one reminds me of that. There's also this little sketch heart, which works with the double stitch Loving Heart, and I just like kind of the sketchy outliney look of that one as well. And here is another sketch heart. This is called the Tall Sketch Heart. You can see it's just a little bit bigger. And that one will work with this die, which is the double stitch Happy Heart cutout. You can see that compared to the Loving Heart is more of a squatter, rounder shape, and this one is a taller and thinner shape. So just a little bit different style of heart, but again, it does the double stitching on the outside, and then of course you can use the inside hearts to layer with the Tall Sketch Heart. All right, I think that does it for Memory Box. Let's jump over to Poppystamps because they have a lot of really cute things as well. First of all, they have some new Whittle dies. The first one is the Whittle Panda. He doesn't look quite as cute on the package, but wait till you see him done up. He is absolutely adorable. There is also the Whittle Hedgehog. I know I have some hedgehog fans out there, and he is super, super cute. And we also have this adorable Whittle Giraffe. I think that all of them would work really well with this new Love Outline die. You may recall, let me come over here to get it and grab it, we used the Hello Outline die with some of the Whittle Critters in a class earlier, and that Love Outline die has a similar look to it, and I think you could create a really similar card with it and some of these new little Whittle creatures. There is also a new Saying set. This one is Whittle Love, and you can see it has some things on here for the hedgehog, for the panda, also for some of the other ones. We had the cats that came out a release or so ago, and there's some of those on there. Stand Tall, It's Been Too Long would be great with the giraffe. So this is a really fun new sentiment set. Here is a sample of that little hedgehog. That's just really simple to do. Cut him out of craft cardstock, color his back the darker brown to give him a little contrast, and you have a sweet little hedgehog. He, I think, would look really cute with this little Hugs Heart die. It cuts out the heart and does the hugs and the little flower. This is a similar one. This one is Love, but the Hugs Heart is very similar to that. Got lots of hugs in this release. We also have this one, which is so cute. This is the Hugs tag. I think those are adorable. And I also really like this one, the little heart tag trio. Almost there. Oh, this one, Stitch Envelope. This makes the most adorable little teeny tiny envelope. I mean, just a really small one. I'm going to show you a sample. They've used that with the panda, and it is so cute. You can cut that out of some fun pattern papers. Some other fun things we have for Valentine's Day. I have this hanging heart, and this one, the graceful heart frame, which is really gorgeous. I have a really pretty sample to show you. This one is a border die. It's the Samba heart border. And here is just a really great sentiment set. It's got some Valentine specific, but it also has some other things on it. I really like some of the fonts they have on it, like that Love is in the Air and the little heart music notes on there. This last one I'm going to show you, you're probably not going to quite understand until you see the sample of it, because it looks a little bit odd. This is actually two different dies. You get the heart, which is kind of, you're looking at it from an angle, and then you get this bow, and it looks really strange with it the way it's hanging over the edge, but you can use this to create a 3D effect. It actually looks like a heart candy box when you actually put it all together. And hopefully you'll be able to see that a little bit in the sample that I'm going to show you. So let's jump in and let's see some samples right now. First of all, there are the little tiny envelopes in those pandas. I just think those are absolutely adorable. One of the sentiments from the new Whittle Love set. There is that giraffe along with the Love outline die. All right, don't know if you can see that. There is that one right there. Basically what they've done is they have cut out the heart once out of, it looks like a dark brown, it might be a glitter paper, and then they have cut it also out of a red glitter paper and then add the bow, and it actually makes it look like a 3D heart box of chocolates. I think it's pretty amazing. Didn't get it right away until I saw that sample, and I love it. Love this one. You're going to see quite a few rainbow Valentine's samples in here, and I'm really liking the rainbow for Valentine's Day. I think that keeps it kind of light and fun, a little bit of a change up from just the straight pinks and things that and reds that you normally associate with Valentine's Day. So I think that one is really fun. Here you can see is that little hedgehogs with the little hugs heart, and again the sentiments from the Whittle sentiment set. This is the graceful heart frame, and I think that is gorgeous. That looks maybe like an ink blended background. They have die cut it out of a white panel and then just pieced the die cut back in there, and I think that is really stunning. Here is another rainbow sample. This is using the Samba heart border. And even more rainbows. There's the little hearts tag and the little hugs die in just a simple paper pieced rainbow background. And I've noticed a lot of glitter papers in here. They're perfect for Valentine's Day, and remember, the glitter papers that we have really die cut really, really well. Here is another one with the pinpoint leaf background, and also there you can see the little sketch heart there. You can see how cute those are layered over the solid hearts. And here is a sample of the berry branch loving heart, and I am pretty sure that that is probably the napkin die cutting technique that Dave did a video on a couple months ago, and we had a class on it, and where they have layered the plain napkin with the cardstock and cut it out and then used watercolors to come in. It gives it really amazing texture, and I think that's probably what he's done on that sample. Here is another sample just with the big hugs heart die. Here is a sample with the verdant leaf loving heart and also with the leaves. That is this die and this one. And I really like here how they have offset the solid one on top of the outline. So while my first thought went to placing it behind there, I like how it's been offset on top of it. So just another idea. Here is an example of the leafy heart that I showed you earlier and mentioned that if you did it tone on tone, it would look embossed, but here it's really pretty. Looks like out of some gold glitter paper. And there is the Antique Hearts label you can see with some of the big and little words in it. And there is the Drifting Heart stencil background. Once again, some fun rainbow colors for Valentine's Day. That one doesn't really even have to be a Valentine's card. So Lots and lots of great things. I am so excited about this release. They shipped it to me really fast, which I'm happy for because it's always hard waiting for new things to come in when you know they're on the way. So they are all here now, so I hope you will stop by and check it out. Remember, we are open until 8 o'clock tonight, so you have plenty of time to stop in and check it all out for yourself. Do have another couple boxes to open, so as soon as I get those done, I will be back and share those with you as well. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.